Okay, I'm over here at 4132 Hillcrest. I'll wait till some cars drive by and see, but this is the front of the property, so that is Hillcrest Drive there, and you turn on to 42nd to access the driveway area by the back door. But actually, I really like this little house, and I want to see a survey to better understand. I'll show you why. But there's actually an entry point, a curb cutout already here, and enough room on this lot, depending on setbacks, to be able to put a second little one-bedroom house here. So I like that curb cut, gives some potential. We'll have to look at zoning if that's something that you'd be interested in, but not a bad option to have. And then this is technically the front door. I think most people would use the back door. The stairs actually are in pretty decent condition. The slab is flat here. We've got some cracking on the bottom 3 steps. Look like they go through the concrete, but really not bad at all. You want to make sure that there's some water mitigation to keep it from sinking any further. Rain gutters are always a good idea. The siding on here is whack. I would probably plan to replace the siding. It looks fine if it were to have a paint job, but I believe it is asbestos siding, and most insurance carriers will catch that, and it'll be expensive. So your property line goes from about where that tree is, I guess, to this fence here, and cuts back to where that wooden fence is. So I'm curious what the situation is. I wonder if this homeowner here has this whole property and they just subdivided it. But technically it looks like with the boundary lines that all this area is yours. It's just not fenced off that way currently. What is this? Oh my gosh. That's access to underneath the house, pier and beam. So you have a little cross-fenced area here, or you could shut that gate and have it be a little bit bigger. The carport actually looks in decent condition, just needs a paint job, but the slab is good. You also have this drive-in gate over here so that you could park an RV or whatever under that structure. The exterior of the carport is all vinyl, looks in decent condition. I can't see the roof, but yeah, slab is solid. It's well sloped. I don't see any major concerns. Your roof is doesn't have much left on it whatsoever. It actually looks better than the one I looked at for you yesterday, but you're definitely going to need a new roof. Hopefully everything underneath is fine, but I don't see any crazy warping or anything. I would just replace the siding. Everything that's been in contact with the ground is pretty damaged, and you can't get these shingles anymore to replace it. Screen door, back door are fine, but I would maybe think about replacing. Then you have a little kitchenette area off the back. You could even set a little 1 or 2 person table there. Pretty basic, not a lot of money to be spent in here. I don't know if you want to just paint the paneling, it's in decent condition, or replace it with drywall. May have drywall behind it. Aluminum single pane window there. Here you have a storage cabinet in the bathroom. These laminate floors are not great, but linoleum, whatever they are. Probably take the gas heater out if I were to have any tenants in here. This is fake, I think, but we've got some water damage in here, so this is probably the worst of it. Cast iron tub. You could save the tub, just put in a noose around, get everything around it. New plumbing fixtures. Doesn't look bad at all. I mean, it's technically livable for Waco. This is going to be your living room area, front door. That door has seen better days, but would make a cool project. Replace a ceiling fan. Everything in here is just kind of stained yellow. It just needs paint. And again, I don't know if you want to replace this paneling. It's not great quality, but it could be painted over. Only problem with that is humidity in Texas. You're gonna have some paint peeling issues if you don't prep it right. I'd probably get rid of the wall heater and put central air in here. It wouldn't need a very big unit, but for now you have a window unit there. This is the bedroom. Small little closet. Water heater. Looks like maybe an '04 model. I don't think it's that old though. But good size room. I like it. It's not drywall. It's like wood, plywood maybe, wood sheeting. You don't have to do anything if you wanted to make it real nice. I would probably drywall and texture, but definitely not necessary to do. And I did look underneath the carpet, and it appears to be original hardwood. Let's see. So that's real pretty and can be finished up and cleaned up nicely. So I would do that. Just take the carpet out, refinish the floors. I got a great hardwood guy. You still have the aluminum single pane windows in here. There's some mildew all around them. Hard to tell how well they're sealed. If you could just caulk around them when you paint so that you don't have to replace them. On this one, I think it's going to be important to keep your budget low, but we've got a modern panel here, GE 125. And it's real cute. I think it's a steal of a deal. Oh, let me go outside and see if you want to check out the traffic. No, there's no cars. But this street here, 42nd, I mean, there's some $500,000, $800,000 houses down that street. And then it gets to be a little bit more smaller homes, more established homes here. But there's not a lot of turnover in this neighborhood. There's more homeowners than renters. And I was going to check out the meter. It looks like your meter is grounded. So that tells me there might be some modern wiring. Yeah. It's not too bad. I think the speed limit's 30 miles an hour. So even with there being days that you'll have some heavier traffic, the cars aren't going to be driving fast.